sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
So we are now live, and hello. Let's just make sure that we can be heard. Can we be heard? Audience, tell us if we can be heard. Other performers, say hello, just so I can check you can be heard.
Sure.
Excellent, I can see that you are making noise. So, because of the amount of performers on the show tonight, I'm just going to adjust the size of our... Whoa, I just made our window ginormous, and now I've made us tiny. So it's fun and games already.
Like James and the Giant Peach over it.
It is. Oh my gosh, we're getting some weird lag as I'm trying to adjust the screen. That was a bad idea within the first 10 seconds of the show. So, hello everyone. Can we be heard? Do we think we can be heard? If we cannot be heard...
Yes, we can.
Excellent. So... already we've got suggestions coming in, so throughout this show, audience, if you are viewing this, give us lots and lots of suggestions. I'll just say now that the first suggestion we are going to need is a suggestion of a crime you would like to commit. So put a suggestion of a crime you would like to commit. You can put this anonymously, but it will give a username, so the police will be with you shortly. But whilst you're giving a suggestion of a crime you would like to commit, let's meet our performers today. My name is... Oh, we have another person joining us. Alan is here. So, but first we will meet Sam. Say hello, Sam.
Hello everyone, my name's Sam. I'd like to give a little birthday shout out to Laura. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Laura! We can all say happy birthday to Laura. And as we're saying happy birthday to Laura, I'm going to take this opportunity just because we are now... Diz, you like so giant on the screen right now. Okay, so I've got a little bit of lag as I'm adjusting the size of this. Diz, you're just dominating the whole screen. Yeah, sing happy birthday. Sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
birthday
to you.
Happy birthday,
Okay.
I hope no one's minds. I was just washing my hands while I was singing that.
Oh, of course. Right, okay, so let's just make it so... Oh, I can't resize you guys enough. There, now you're too small. We're having all sorts of fun just resizing this in the broadcasting software. So we're all different sizes, and I can't get it. It's all like lagging, so I can't. I can see like the stream is going perfectly, but I can't actually get to resize us properly. So
Sing again if you want to.
sing again. Sing one more time.
No, I'm done now. Fine.
No, because you got to sing it twice, otherwise it's not 20 seconds.
Okay.
That was long enough. That's right. I think it was a long enough rendition.
We're almost there. Almost there. Okay, hang on.
Yeah. It's also only me that said hello so far.
Okay, so whilst we're doing this, Dave, can you say hello?
I can say
I can't resize the screen. Okay, I've done it. I'm going to quit whilst I'm ahead. I've resized this screen as much as I can. Dave, say hello.
Hello, I am Dave. I'm here in Southend in Essex.
Okay, Sarah, say hello.
Hi everybody, I'm Sarah and I'm in Kent.
Fantastic. Diz, say hello to the people.
Hello, I'm Diz and I'm in Rossville, Georgia.
Okay. Shalita, where are you?
Hi, I'm Shalita. I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee in the United States.
Okay, and I am David, and I wonder, what would be brilliant is we are also joined by Alan, but so far we just have a Mr. Bean style teddy bear. Oh, Alan, I was hoping that you'd just leave that for the entire show.
That was so harsh to the teddy there.
It was. Okay, how...
I'm Alan, and I hate that teddy bear.
Okay, so we're getting all sorts of resizing objects on screen issues.
Does the teddy bear remind you of Peter Davison?
Yes, in that it is also my wife's first love. So
Okay, that will do. We're going to go on. So let's just see what comments we've got in the comment section. So we've needed suggestions of crimes you would like to commit. So let's just have a look. So first of all, let's see what comments we got. Kevin on YouTube says, "Happy birthday, Laura." So Laura, you're going to keep getting birthday wishes throughout this show.
Embarrassing if she's not watching.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Okay. Erica says, "Hello, Purple Ted." I don't understand that. Is that the teddy bear was purple?
yes,
There we go. Okay, so our friend on Twitch is back again, and I still don't know. I always called you 320 in the last show because your name is spelled Aerialh, and I don't know how to pronounce that. If 320, if you want to type like phonetically how to pronounce your name, I will attempt to get it right. Otherwise, I'll keep calling you 320. But they have suggested the crime of theft. So let's just see if we've got any other suggestions. Annette says, "You need to be louder, Sam." So Sam, speak up. She also says, "Piers Morgan gets murdered," and then she puts like little praying hands. That's a bit worrying. Okay. Brandonk839 on Twitch says, "The disrespect towards the teddy. I am sickened." Sickened, Alan. He's sickened, or she. I don't know what that name is. Okay. So we've got lots of suggestions there. So, okay. So 320 has said, it's pronounced Ariel. Okay. Ariel H320. So Ariel, thank you. But let's see what we've got here. Suggestion for a scene. Felix Tshizhevsky, oh my god, president of the Democratic, I actually said demonic by mistake there. Democratic Republic of Congo returns a poor quality hammer to B&Q. That is an excellent suggestion. So, I cannot pronounce the name, but this is going to be a scene. It's going to be about the president of the Democratic, not demonic, Republic of Congo returning a poor quality hammer to B&Q. If you're from the United States on the performers pool, B&Q is like a hardware shop. So, we're going to start this off, and we're going to have a timer, because we are going to play the game verbatim. And the way this game works is in verbatim, one of our performers will start by performing a 30-second dramatic monologue. So we're going to bring up a timer, and starting us off will be Sarah. Sarah, I'm just going to put you onto speaker view. And let's bring Sarah and pin you there. So, Sarah, you are... the scene is the President of the Democratic Republic of Congo, and about them returning a poor quality hammer to B&Q. And in your own time, here you go.
Okay, I'm not being funny, right? But this hammer, it is not demonic in any way. Like, if I am going to govern a country, I need tools that are at least a tiny bit possessed. That's actually what I need, okay? I'm not being funny, but I at least need a screwdriver that says rude words when you put it against a screw. My people are looking to me for guidance. And there is no guidance, because I don't even have a spirit.
And that is 30 seconds! Well done there, Sarah. Thank you so much. So, next we are going to move over to Alan. Alan, you will now have 30 seconds to recreate Sarah's original monologue as precisely as you can. And here you go.
no, look, I'm not being funny here, but this hammer isn't even the least little bit demonic, and that's what I need. If I'm going to be running a country, I need tools that are at least a little bit possessed. I mean, at the very least, I need a screwdriver that says swears when I use it to stab a Bantu housewife to death. So, if you can't find me any sort of spiritual guidance, which we haven't got because we haven't got a spirit level, whether the spirit level...
And that is 30 seconds. Thank you so much, Alan. Well done there. So, next up, we are going to go to Diz. Diz, you will now have 30 seconds to recreate Alan's recreation of Sarah's original monologue. And here you go.
hello. I'm not being funny right now, but I've got no. This hammer's not the least bit possessed at all, and you know, if I'm going to be running a country in the Congo, I'm going to need something that's at least the slightest bit rude and naughty. You know? So I was thinking something. If I put a screwdriver up to it, it would, you know, like tell your mother off or something like that. But, and on spirit level, do you have any of those perhaps back at the nails?
And that is 30 seconds. Thank you so much, Diz. So, as we bring it back to this, I'm just going to pin myself for a second, just because I need to speak to our audience. So, audience, if you've just joined, welcome. If you're wondering what's just going on, or if you've already been watching, then we are currently playing a game called Verbatim. And in a moment, Sarah, who started this game, will have 30 seconds to recreate Diz's recreation of Alan's recreation of her original monologue. So for clarity for Sarah, you're not recreating yourself, you are just trying to recreate Diz. Now, audience, wait until you have seen Sarah's final recreation in this chain, and then we want you to start voting on who you felt did the best recreation of what came before. So wait until you've seen this, and if you felt the best recreation came from Sarah, put Sarah. If you felt that the best recreation came from Diz, put Diz. And if you felt the best recreation came from Alan, put Alan. So now I'm going to bring it back to Sarah on the pinned view, and you will once again have 30 seconds, and oops, the timer never stopped, so I'm just going to restart that. Here you go.
Oh, well, I need a screwdriver that is a little bit naughty, and at least need it to say naughty words occasionally, and I need a naughty spirit level, and I need other tools which will also quite bad. I need, for example, a very, very naughty hammer, because I can't run a country if I haven't got a naughty hammer. And I would like you to sort out this problem for me, because...
Okay, and that is 43 seconds. I'm ever so sorry there, Sarah. My bad. My bad entirely. I'm just going to put this back onto gallery view. So, just to apologise there to you, Sarah. But audience, you will now have a little bit of time to not to recreate. You're not going to recreate. You can if you want, but you'll have a little bit of time to vote on who you felt did the best recreation of what came before. If you felt it was Sarah at the end there, then put Sarah. If you felt it was Diz before her, put Diz. If you felt it was Alan, put Alan. Whilst we find out those, then by all means, let's find out what did you think, Sam?
I thought they were all very good. I thought Diz's English accent was very good. Obviously, the other two had a bit of an advantage there, considering it's their natural accent. The best recreation for me, though, came from Sarah at the end.
Okay, fantastic. So, hang on. Okay, what did you think, Dave?
Well, bonus points for Sarah at the end there. I think the fact that it's a bit of an old school reference, but she did start to turn to Dennis Norden towards the end. The most of that it was very, very good impression of Dennis Norden. But I think for sheer accent and accuracy, I'm going to give it to Diz.
Okay, and Shalita, who do you think did the best recreation?
So hard. I'm gonna have to go with Sarah.
Okay, fantastic. Right, so let's just go to the comments, see what people voted. I will just address Kevin. Kevin said Alan that he votes for, but he says, "Come on, David, pay attention to the timer, fella. You're very correct. I do apologise. I had a message from a performer, and I was trying to work out if they were trying to join the show, so I was very behind there."
To my dad, David, call him a dick. He knows he is one.
Well, I'm not going to do that. You can do it, but I won't. Okay, so Erica...
I think Sarah should get bonus points for the use of the naughty hammer, which suggests that the next president of the People's Republic of Congo is going to be Timmy Mallet.
Amazing. Okay, is Timmy Mallet still alive?
We've got our fingers on the pulse, haven't we, Dave?
Dennis Norden, Timmy Mallet. Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Is Timmy Mallet still alive?
Yeah.
Yes, but his mallet isn't.
Ah, Mallet's Mallet. Okay, so Erica voted Erica voted for Diz. Brilliant, gets my vote. Kate says Alan. Kevin, as I mentioned, says Alan. Nina says Diz. Jane says Alan. Annette says Diz. Let's just have a look. Any other votes? Jane says Alan, your screen is quite dark. But okay, so I think it is a tie between Alan and Diz. So, Sarah, you didn't get a look in there, and I don't think that's quite fair considering you gave us an extra 13 seconds. But, okay, between Alan and Diz, the way we're going to settle this is, once again, we're going to give you a challenge to find something in your environment, and then we will judge to see if it is the best thing that represents this emotion. So find something from within your environment which best represents the emotion of anger. Find something from your environment that best represents the emotion of anger. Sam is also going to do this. Other performers, you can do this if you want to as well. And let's have a look. So Diz, you have come in straight away with a mobile telephone. Is it an Apple? It's Apple.
It is. It's an iPhone. Yeah.
Oh, that gets a lot of people quite angry. Okay. Sam, what have you got there?
This is a
voodoo doll.
That my best friend got for me for, I think, my 20th birthday. It's got my face at the top there, and it's got pins in very accelerated aging, constipation, chronic flatulence. It's got 2 in baldness, which really hurts.
Okay.
Go to
It's 2
hell.
different areas.
Yeah. Serious genital discomfort, not just genital.
Okay, Sam, this isn't even your challenge here. So hold that thought. Alan, what did you find?
I've got a ukulele, the noisemaker of choice for comedians who can't play the guitar and who prefer to think out the same 3 chords constantly while rewriting the words to a minor Oasis hit from 30 to 40 years ago.
Okay, well, this is how I'm going to settle it. Basically, hello, Ione. Ione has joined the show. So, Ione, I'm not going to put any major pressure on you right here, but you are going to settle a tie break. So, it doesn't matter if you saw it or not, but who do you think did better in the last game? Was it Alan or was it Diz? Diz, you win. Sorry, Alan. Right, so... There we go. We're going to have another round of this. Dave, is that an item of anger there?
Yeah, that's angry cat.
So he's got an angry cat.
Anger.
You have a Wolverine. I have Wolverine somewhere as well. So, Shalita, I also have Wolverine. So, very good. Okay, we are going to do another one of these games, believe it or not, audience. So, we are going to need... So, Kevin George says, yep, Timmy Mallet is alive and well. He's 64. Wow.
Wow.
How about that? So, audience, we need this time a suggestion. Instead of a crime that you want to commit, let's have a suggestion of a mystery you would like to solve. So a mystery you would like to solve is the thing we need for a suggestion of from our audience. If I'll just use this moment as you're putting in suggestions, I'll say that if you're watching this show, thank you very much. If you would be so good to share it, if you're on Facebook, if you click the share button, then you'll be able to watch it with your friends, with your loved ones, with your enemies even, and they will also be able to help give us suggestions in the show. So, a mystery you would like to solve, and I've got the first one coming through from Ariel on Twitch, and it says the age of mums. The age of mums. I don't know if I quite understand that, but it sounds good. Okay, then the other suggestions we've got coming through. The single sock in the washing machine via Annette. George says, is Piers Morgan human? So you've got a Piers Morgan fetish in the audience. Erica says, who has eaten the last Kit Kat? Jane says, where David put the remote control. And Nina says, the career success of Kevin Costner. So lots of good suggestions here. So from these, I think we're going to go with the idea of, is Piers Morgan human? So, is Piers Morgan human is going to be the starting point for this, and I am going to say that Sam, in this game of verbatim, you will start us off. So I will give you 30 seconds, and everyone watching at home, Sam will now have 30 seconds to do a dramatic monologue on the theme of Is Piers Morgan Human? And timer coming in, here you go.
Is Piers Morgan a real human being? You look around, you see human beings everywhere. You look on TV, you see that useless sack of shit, and you've got no idea if he's even real. I don't even know if he's actually really on this earth, or if he's just some sort of angel that I'm seeing who's giving me misfortune every day when I turn the news on. Who knows? No one in the world can give me a full answer of whether he is real. He interviews all these celebrities like he...
And that is 30 seconds. Thank you very much there, Sam. Well done there. So, next up in this game of verbatim, as we always do, I am now going to come to Ione. Ione, you will now have 30 seconds to try to, as accurately as possible, recreate Sam's original monologue as precisely as you can. And here you go.
Is Piers Morgan a real human? I mean, you look on the television and what do you see? You don't even know if it's human. You don't know whether it's a sack of shit or whether it's here or there or anywhere. I mean, who knows really what's going on? Is he really human? What's it all about? You turn on the television, what do you see? Piers Morgan. Is he a real human?
And that is 30 seconds. Thank you so much there, Ione. Well done there. So, in this game of verbatim, as we always do, we are going to move things on. Keely also says, "Hi, Dave," which may be to me, but you are Dave on this, so I think you're going to have to do a Tinkerbell dance at some point, Dave. But we are going to move it on to Shalita. Shalita. First time player, you will now have 30 seconds to recreate Ione's recreation of Sam's original monologue as precisely as you can. And here you go.
So I just want to know, is he human? I mean, you turn on the television and you see Piers Morgan right there, and you don't know if he's a sack of shit or if he's just a person. But I'm just letting you know that we just don't even know. We don't even know. Do you know? I'm just like, turn on the TV and you see him, and he's just there. And we don't even know if he's a person, if he's an alien, or if he's a robot. But is he human? Can you tell me that? I don't think he can. So I'm just going to get on the internet and I'm going to...
And that is 30 seconds. Thank you so much there, Shalita. That was brilliant. So, in this game of verbatim, as we always do, I'm just going to speak to the audience 1 second. I'm going to take it full circle back to Sam, and Sam will now have 30 seconds to try to recreate Shalita's recreation of Ione's recreation of your original monologue. So, audience, wait until you've seen Sam's performance here, and then you will need to vote. Write the name of the person who you felt did the best recreation of what came before. So, if you think that it will be Sam, who you're about to watch, put Sam. If you think it was Shalita, put Shalita. If you think it was Ione, put Ione. But now I'm just going to bring it back over to Sam. Sam, you will have 30 seconds, and here you go.
Is he real? Can you tell me? Is he real? You turn on the television and you see, is it a person? Is it a piece of shit? Who knows? Somebody tell me. I can't tell if he's a real person, if he's an alien. I just don't know. Can someone tell me? I'm asking you to tell me. I'm just going to go look it up on the internet. I'm going to look it up to see if Piers Morgan is a real person or if he is just a sack of shit. Ha! Piers Morgan.
And that is 30 seconds. Well done there, Sam. So bring it back onto gallery view. Excellent stuff. So audience, start putting into the comments, who do you think did the best recreation of what came before? If you felt it was Sam just then, put Sam. If you felt that it was Shalita, put Shalita. And if you felt that it was Ione, put Ione. So, Dave, you haven't done a game yet, have you?
Nope.
I forgot you once again. Oh, man. Right, you'll do the next one. Don't worry. We'll have a Dave off. But for now, audience, put who you felt did the best recreation of what came before into the comments. Just whilst we do that, Dave, who do you think did the best recreation?
I think for sheer passion in the way that it was direction it was taken, I think going with Shalita.
Okay, Shalita. Okay, let's find out. Sarah, who do you give it to?
You know what? I'm going to have to agree. She was actually mesmerising.
Yeah. Okay, let's find out. Alan, who would you vote for?
It's a tricky one, this, because it was unusually word perfect from start to finish. But I think I'd have to go with Sam purely because he did the accent work.
Okay. And Diz, who would you vote for?
Oh, you know, I think I'm going to go with Sam as well, because he captured that American accent that we all have so well. And it really stands out when you hear someone from another country mock us that way. Continue. Please continue.
Okay, let's go over to the comments.
We deserve it.
Find out how the audience have voted. So let's just have a look. So, first of all, Kevin says, please call me Kevin. I don't know what that refers to, but okay, Kevin, we will do. Keely then says, is that no standing on the toilet sign behind you, David? Yes, it is. This is a photograph I took in Japan, and if I just lean backwards, they're telling you that you have to make sure you sit on the toilet, that you don't stand on the toilet, because in Japan, they have toilets where you normally, their traditional toilets out there, you just squat over them. So when there's this floating bowl, people may be standing on them, or who knows. Okay.
I just realised I've been doing it wrong.
Oh dear. Well, Sarah, this is an educational program, so. Okay, Kevin George also says, what is that accent, Sam? Right. But after that, Julie says Shalita, Jane says Sam, Ariel says Ione, Nina says Shalita, Keely says Dave off. Yes. Okay, we'll have a Dave off next. Kevin says Sam for his brilliant accent. Annette says Shalita.
What the hell was that?
I know. Okay, you're right, Sam. That vote shouldn't count. Okay, so Annette says Shalita. So sorry, Sam's accent. Sam is no longer my son. Wow. Keely and Keely says I usually stand on toilets.
Exactly, thank you.
I believe that. Yeah, there we go. So let's just see. I see Shalita, Sam, Shalita, Ione, Sam, Shalita. I think that means Shalita, you won that round. So well done there. Excellent. So next up, audience. Okay, audience. Next up, we are going to have a Dave off. And let's work out quite what this means, because I don't know what this means. So,
yeah, I'm scared.
Yeah, I don't know what this is going to be.
Swap faces like John Travolta and Nicolas Cage do.
I hope so. Okay, so let's find out from our audience. Can I have a suggestion, audience, of what is our scene going to be about? Dave and David are about to do a scene. You can suggest anything that it will be about whilst I figure out what game we're going to play. In fact, we are going to do a definition battle. So, audience, forget what I just said. You need to suggest to us a made-up word. Suggest to us a made-up word that doesn't currently exist. We need a suggestion of a made-up word. And whilst we look to see any made-up words, Keely says Tinkerbell. I think that was just speaking to you there, Dave.
That was a suggestion of the Dave off, I think.
It may well have been. So a suggestion of a made-up word that doesn't currently exist, please, audience. We can self-generate one if one doesn't come up soon. Okay, so Annette says Bala Bala Balim Bam. Bala Bala Balim Bam. Okay, so the word...
Bala Blim Blam. Blim Bam.
Oh, I can't read. So Bala Bala Blim Blam. Well, you seem to be an expert on this already, Dave, so you can go first. So if I put you on to speaker view, Dave, will you be so kind as to tell us what Bala 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 Blim Blam actually means? In your own time, go for it.
Absolutely, I will. I happen to be a noted expert in this field of Bala Bala Blim Bam. See, Bala Bala Blim Bam is basically the exotic jungle in the city of Wolverhampton. And it's a very, very small area, but it's known as the jungle of Bala Bala Blim Blam, because that's basically the local dialect up there. Oh, Bala Bala Blim Blam, all this sort of thing. So it's the West Midlands sort of jungle sort of styles things, like a very esoteric and native language that eventually developed into the West Midlands accent that we know today. So that was the sort of first words that were uttered in the jungles of Wolverhampton. Bala bala blim bam.
Well, and there we go. So fantastic. Whilst we
That's
take.
all I had to say on the matter.
Okay. But I can tell everyone watching that that's what Dave just said there is a common misconception, but it's more than that. It's utter hogwash. Because bala bala blim blam is actually a noise you make when you ejaculate whilst watching ballet. So as you see the people doing pirouettes of various ways, they go like ballet, ballet, blim, and you blam, because it's quite arousing to see people in leotards and tutus, especially if they're oiled up in the upper chest area, and like when they're doing like a dirty dancing lift, then you get the bala bala bim blam, and that's why they so often fall over, because they skid in it on the floor. Bala bala bim blam. So, there we go. I will put us onto group chat view. So, audience, who do you think had the correct definition of bala bala blim blam? If you felt that it was me, put Dave id. If you felt that it was Dave, put Dave. Whilst we find out what the audience thought, let's find out what some of our performers thought. Diz, what did you think? Who do you think had the correct definition there? I cannot hear you at all, Diz.
No, sorry about that. That's on me.
Okay.
That's fun. Too bad I had a good joke there. I think I didn't know it was that kind of show, David. I'm going to go with Dave for the exposition on the accents there. I love the various English accents, and it's nice to know where that one came from.
Okay, interesting. Okay, let's also hear from Alan. Who do you think had the correct definition?
Well, I think, David, you're actually getting confused with a famous John Gielgud anecdote, and this is absolutely true. This is something he said. So he was talking to a younger actor who had paused dramatically mid-speech, and he said to him, "Oh, my dear boy, don't pause, never ever pause. I paused once in Hamlet at the Olivier in '63, and I heard distinctly from the 8th row a voice saying, 'Oh, you filthy beast, you've just come all over my umbrella.'" So I think that may be what you're thinking of, but Dave is almost right. Bala is, of course, a reservoir in North Wales, and that's what he's thinking of.
Well, Alan, all I can say is, as things get passed down through an oral history, that sometimes they get lost in translation like this. Okay, so let's quickly see. We've got some votes coming through. So we've got a couple of other made-up words, so we could use some of these later on in the show. But Jane says David. Ariel says David. Kevin says Dave. Annette says, gotta be Dave. David, a very disappointing interpretation. Wash your mouth out. I will. Okay. Nina says Dave. Keely says Dave. And Julie says Dave. So even though I took an early lead, Dave, you have won. So well done there. Excellent stuff. Okay, so we are going to move on to our next challenge, which is going to be an extreme monologue. And the way this works, first of all, for our audience, is we're going to need lots and lots of suggestions of well-known characters from fiction, or in fact, they could be people from history. So it could be real people as well. Let's open it up to this. So characters from fiction or people from history, and we need suggestions of things that they are sad about. So we need two things: characters from history or people from history, or characters from fiction. Just write some down, a name that you think we'll have heard of, and then things that they might be sad about. And the way this will work is each of our performers will get an opportunity to perform a monologue, but they are not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever. If they repeat any words whatsoever, then that is the end of the round. They are also not allowed to hesitate, which we interpret as an extended pause, or saying things such as or If they either hesitate or repeat any words whatsoever, then we can call out freeze, and that is the end of the round. Whoever is able to keep their monologue going for the longest amount of time wins this game. So, starting us off on this, an audience, keep putting suggestions for throughout this game of well-known characters from fiction, people from history, and things they are sad about. Starting us off on this game will be Ione. So let's put Ione onto speaker view. Let's find Ione hiding over here. And you are now pinned. And let's see what the first character is. So we have 2 suggestions come through at the exact same time of Adolf Hitler. So Ione, you are Hitler, and we need a suggestion of something that they're sad about. What is Hitler sad about? Okay, I'm going to interpret it because we had 2 suggestions of Hitler. Let's have Hitler be sad that he's found out he is not the only Hitler. So there are 2 Hitlers, and Hitler is sad about this, and everyone else. So Sam, I've noticed you've muted yourself. You may want to unmute yourself, just because if any of us notice that you go wrong, call out freeze and we will record your time. And Ione, here you go.
So, what is this? I'm the only one. 2? No. Me, Hitler. Oh no, Germany.
Freeze. That's an incorrect. That was Eins. Incorrect challenge at Eins. Yes. Incorrect challenge. So, Ione, hang on. I'm going to restart the timer, so I'll have to do a little bit of addition here. Ione, are you ready? Here you go.
Jawohl! Go with him!
Oh, that's got to be hesitation. Okay, so with that combined, there was at least 2 lots of hesitation there, but I think...
Yeah.
Okay, but no one called it, so in the end when it was called, that means you managed 33 seconds overall. So that is going to be a tough one to beat. Let's see, next up, we are going to have Dave. Let's bring Dave onto the pinned video view. And Dave, you are going to be... Okay, so Andrew on Facebook suggested barman, but I think he means Batman, but I think I'm going to interpret this as you are barman. You are the barman, and you have lost Robin in the sewer. So you are barman. You are barman.
Okay.
You have lost Robin in the sewer, and here you go.
People of Gotham. Emergency situation. Look down through the sewers. There's some very young man in a mask, big cape, and tights. He's lost. My mentor, he calls me, and I have no idea how to flush him out. I'll use shots from the bar. I'll pour them down into the sewage.
Isle at 33 seconds, so we are tied. Oh, Dave. How about that?
It's my best performance yet.
Okay, next up, we are going to come to you, Shalita. So, audience, I will just quickly mention, if you can see me on the small view small camera up here, keep putting suggestions of characters, people from history, and things they are sad about, because we'll need a few. But let's just have a look. So, Shalita, let's find someone for you to be out of the suggestions. Okay, wait, so I've got the character Dory from Finding Nemo, but I'm not sure what it says about sorry in Nemo. I don't know what that means. Okay, so let's just have a look, see if that connects to anything. But you are Dory from Finding Nemo, and let's just say that you are sad about Walmart. I'm going to interpret another suggestion there, because someone in England said sad about Sainsbury's, but I don't think you have Sainsbury's out there, so let's say you are sad about Walmart, because it's similar, but just not as good. So you have the timer, and here you go.
I suppose there are terrible things happening. Signs placed on glass. People socially distancing. No one sees me. Why? They glance past my box. That's the correct word. Case? Maybe it's...
Oh, I'm going to say that was an but here's the interesting thing. That was also at 33 seconds. That's incredible.
Well done.
Wow.
Thank you. Wow!
That was a really good impression as well. So,
And not least because I thought it was somewhat harsh, given our first time performer that challenge of a character who's got a 6-second memory span.
okay, Alan, you will be next. Audience, keep putting suggestions of more characters, people from fiction, people from history, and things they are sad about into the comments. And let's find one. So Andrew has now put Batman has lost Robin in the sewer, but we've already had Barman, so we'll ignore that one. So let's just have a look. We have got character for you here. You are Pennywise, and you are sad because you have lost your hand from Annette on Facebook. You are Pennywise, and you have lost your hand. Here you go.
I've come to post a lost property notice in the Denham Gazette. My claw mismatched. No longer am I ambidextrous.
Aye.
I, repetition of I at 22 seconds. 22 seconds there, Alan. Repetition of I. Ah. Very well done. We had, so anyone just joining us, I only went first, followed by Dave, followed by Shalita, and all three of them managed 33 seconds. Alan, you managed 22, so either the next person will do 22 or they'll go down to 11. But next up will be Sam. Sam, you will go next. Let's find a character for you. And your character is going to be Alan Bastard, sad about Sainsbury's. You are Alan Bastard. You are sad about Sainsbury's. And I'm just going to bring up the timer for you, because here you go.
Right. Well, if there's one thing we all know, it's that Sainsbury's, the worst supermarket in worlds of galaxies. This cannot be accepted. We are in a country beyond belief, and yet we are stuck.
Oh, was that freeze? 28 seconds. What was the...
Repetition of in worlds in galaxies.
Oh, 28 seconds there. Fair play. Okay, so
That's just his age.
I will go next. Can one of the other performers find a character from me from the suggestions?
Oh yeah, I got one.
Okay.
How about this is from Corey Bain. Pavarotti voted off X Factor by a landslide.
Okay, I am Pavarotti.
Good.
I've been voted off X Factor by a landslide, and here I go. Just one more vote. That's all I needed. But it was not coming. Oh, so...
Freeze.
What?
Repetition of A sharp minor.
Oh, bullshit. That's 22 seconds. I will continue. So, doesn't count within the rules. 22 seconds, and I will pick it back up. And this is actually perfect because it's giving me a chance to get my breath back. Here I go. Simon Cowell, that was very unfortunate. So sad being voted off of the X Factor. Unbelievable! 3, 4, 5 million people. I went wrong. 19 seconds. So, I probably have taken the lead there at 20. Yeah, I've taken the lead. I'll work out the maths in a second.
How
One.
many added seconds were there from just the extended notes?
I know. Technically, it doesn't break the rules. So, loophole. Who has not been yet? Have we had Sarah? Let's bring Sarah to the forefront here. Sarah, let's get a character for you. And the character... first of all, Erica says 22 seconds is really good for Alan. Good to know that.
Yeah, it is.
So, okay, let's say...
Personal best, baby.
Okay, let's say though that you are... Okay, so on Twitch we have Fref. So Fref on Twitch has suggested Van Gogh. And you have an infection in your good ear. You are Van Gogh. And you have an infection in your good ear. And here you go.
I'm sorry, didn't quite catch that. Going to do some lovely painting. Somehow all inspiration just gone. Trying to hear what you're saying, but
Freeze.
Oh, freeze. 21 seconds. What's the challenge?
Sorry, repetition of 2, going to do some lovely painting.
Oh, 21 seconds there, Sarah. Correct challenge.
Hold on, Alan. Whoa.
Ooh. Okay, so who hasn't been? Has anyone not been? 1, 2.
Diz.
Diz. So let's get Diz up on the pin
Worst
view.
game. Here we go.
Okay, let's find a good character from you.
This with the Wiz.
Okay, so we've got lots of characters. If we haven't used them on this game, we'll use them in a game in a couple of games' time. So let's say you are George W. Bush. And let's say that you are sad. I'm going to combine this with a suggestion from Kevin here. Let's say that you're George W. Bush, but you are sad because you have lost your mojo. So, you are George W. Bush, you are sad because you have lost your mojo, and here you go.
Laura, have you looked around the ranch? Can't seem to find my mojo. It's orange, tiny, possibly has WMDs in it. If you could... Oh, damn it. Repetition of you.
Oh, repetition of you and Diz. You called it time on yourself there. So, excellent stuff.
You know...
Okay, so I win that round because I can sing badly and elongate my vowels. But
Undisclosed number of seconds, David wins the
41 seconds. 41 seconds. So, 41 seconds. Okay, we're going to move on, and we're going to attempt to have a scene with 3 people in this time. So, audience, I'm going to need a suggestion of a place of work. Audience, put a suggestion of a place of work into the comments. Whilst we wait for a suggestion of a place of work, I'm going to tell you that the game we will be doing is what is known as a Styles Clash. So, Styles Clash. So, as well as a suggestion of a place of work, throughout this game, audience, we're going to need suggestions of types of film, types of theatre, accents. We will also need suggestions of time periods and animals. So lots and lots of different things, and then our performers will continue the scene in that style. So once again, we're going to need a place of work just for what the scene is going to be about, and then continually give us suggestions of types of theatre, types of film, different accents, time periods, and animals. And then we will use lots of these. So we've got them coming through. So performing in this scene will be Ione, will be Shalita, and will be Sarah. This may be the first time we've ever had 3 female performers on one of these streams at once. So let's make the best use of it. So, other performers, if we can just drop out our video, and let's find out where you guys first are doing this scene. So it's going to be set. Keely suggests Mix 96, which is somewhere that none of you guys will know, but shout out to Mix 96. So I'm not going to use that. River Island. We've got an oil rig from Jin Yu Forced on Twitch. So some good suggestions here. I think we're going to go with the suggestion of an oil rig. Let's have this set on an oil rig. So this is a scene set on an oil rig. You guys start performing it just as a normal scene, and every so often I will pop up and call freeze, and I will give you a new suggestion from our viewers of how you will continue the scene, which will either be a new style of film, theatre. Keep giving the suggestions of different accents and different time periods and animals. And here you go.
Oh, guys, it's hard work rigging this oil, isn't it?
Careful, Shalita, the oil's on the floor. You might slip, man.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
Excuse.
Oh.
You guys don't understand. Like, when I signed up to be a part of this, I didn't know I was gonna get dirty.
Really?
you didn't know you were going to get oil on you?
No, I thought I was going to look cute, take a few selfies, and let everyone know that I am helping out by working.
Uh-oh. You were sold a lie, girl.
Now I have oil on my shoes. Are you guys going to help me get new ones? Or do I actually have to, like, climb up there?
Yeah, you got to climb up there and go and get...
And freeze! Okay, now we've got this scene firmly established. I would like you to continue it in the style of Shakespeare. And here you go.
Thou is covered in the black gold of our profession, sister, and thou must make it thine own, must thou not?
Thou must seize the bulk of it and slide down the oilless sheet of...
The oil reminds me of a love that I once had a long time ago.
Verily,
Oh,
it
what is
stabs
that?
at your heart, it stabs at your very soul and leaves you oily and bereft, does it not?
It will
Like your
slide
father.
out of thine fingers and smooch over beyond the sky to a thick darkness.
Let us dance around it. Let us dance and make the sacrifice, shall we not?
And freeze there! Okay, let's grab another suggestion for a style for you. I would like you to all continue this with a French accent. And here you go.
But I love the juiciness of the oil. The way it goes in and out and in and out.
Yes, I do not see a problem with this oil spillage. It is very nice.
But my shoes.
Yes, we
What
shall get
about
you
your
one.
bloody shoes? Go and buy another pair.
Yes. We shall make you new shoes. It will be very fashionable.
But my shoes.
No, let
they-
you go and make our own shoes. Shoes.
Oh, do not cry.
And freeze there! Okay, let's get you to continue this as if it is a Tarantino movie. And here you go.
Shoes! You come with our fucking shoes!
Yeah.
I'm gonna whoop your ass, girl!
My shoes, they're on fire. I can't, there's the oil and the fire, and I'm like, get them off of me.
Sarah, get her out of here, man! Get her out of here, Sarah, now!
I really want to, but I haven't ever seen a Tarantino film. Come with me.
Freeze! Okay, I love it. Oh, that was brilliant, Sarah. Just like, I've never seen one. Right, okay. Let's just get a couple more for you here. I would like you to continue speaking from Ariel 320 on Twitch says, continue speaking like minions. Here you go.
My shoes, oil.
Okay, freeze! I won't leave you on that one for too long. Let's give you one more after this. So this is the penultimate one. I would like you to do it. Okay, this is a combined suggestion here. One with a German accent and two as a crap training film. A crap training film. So a bad training film with a German accent, and here you go.
Yeah, the worst thing you can do is spill oil.
Nice.
Oh.
The best thing you can do is drink the oil.
Yes.
But your shoes keep clean.
Ich habe 9 shoes.
9 shoes. 9 shoes.
No
Wow.
shoes.
If you
No
take your
shoes?
shoes off, your feet may dissolve.
And freeze! Last one I would like you to... I'm going to give you another combination one here. I would like you to continue this as if you are gerbils, But let's also give you something else. Cockney gerbils. So you were Cockney gerbils. Here you go.
Alright, you got on your shoes now. You got on your shoes.
Oh, blimey,
I
Governor.
and I thought I tossed him. Toss him in the back.
Go right up the apples and pears, Governor.
Take your shoes and do one.
Do one. Get out of our pub.
Oh, alright.
Get down, rub it up. Hey,
Rub it up.
rub it up.
Oh, and shoes and rub it up.
Hey,
Oh, tea.
rub it up.
I'll tell you what, let's go for Ruby Murray. Come on, let's go.
Oh, I can do that. I can do that.
And scene. We will call that one there. So thank you so much. Well done, guys. I'll put everyone back onto gallery view, I think. There we go. So, audience, we are going to move on to our next challenge. Our next challenge is going to be a game which is going to be a two-hander. A two-hander which will be for Dave and will be for Alan. And it is what is known as a traditional alphabet game. We're going to use lots of these other suggestions you've given when we come to our impressions round in a couple of games' time. But for now, it is going to be Dave and Alan, and they are going to do an alphabet scene. Can I have a suggestion from the audience of a letter of the alphabet? And can I also have a suggestion from the audience of a precious object, but not something like a diamond or a ruby? Let's get it to be something more creative and interesting that you may find to be a precious object. The way this is going to work is these guys are going to perform a scene where every time the next performer speaks, their sentence must begin with the next letter of the alphabet. Let's see if we've got any suggestions coming through there. So we have the suggestion coming through from Citrus Bones on Twitch of a Netflix subscription. I can't even remember what the thing I asked for is, but this is going to be about a Netflix subscription. And let's say that Julie has said that you will start at the letter V. So if everyone else kills their screen for the moment, it will just be Alan and Dave. And it's going to be starting at the letter V until you get back to the letter V about a Netflix subscription. And here you go.
Very unimpressive. We don't get as much over here on Netflix as America does.
Well, I still have to say that this precious Netflix account is the only thing keeping me sane during this bloody lockdown.
Xylophony, my esteemed mentor, was telling me the same thing earlier. Very musically entranced she is.
Your musical mentor is named after the playing of a piece of wood.
Zebedee was saying the same thing as well, my guru. So yes, my guru Zebedee and my musical mentor Xylophony, yes.
And Antigone is your theatrical mentor as well, isn't it?
Bang on the mark, that is, absolutely. Bang on the mark. I mean, it's just bizarre. They all decided that they should be drawn to someone as plainly named as me, Barry.
Couldn't agree more. Do you know anybody with a normal name apart from yourself, Barry?
Did you know of this guy that works down the road from us? I think his name was what was it? It begins with an A. Help me out here.
Eglinton.
That's it.
Eglinton.
Thanks for that. That's exactly what it was.
Glad to be able to help. So, are we watching Tiger King again, then?
How many more episodes is it now?
I couldn't say for sure. I think we're only just up to the point where he kills a mermaid with his bare hands and then prosecutes it for trespass.
Just like him to do a thing like that, really, isn't it? I mean, just like him.
Koala boxing. We're up to the episode where he starts doing the koala boxing and they shred each other with their little claws. It's hilarious.
Llama humping? Is that part of the thing, or is that something else I'm thinking of?
Mule humping. They have the mules hump llamas.
Nice to know what we're going to have coming up. You know, at least we can skip that a little bit, I suppose. What's the latest series though of that new animation series? What's it called?
Ozark Nights.
precisely as at night. So there's an episode where the main character and the main male and the main female, they come across a dilapidated boat.
Quarantine ship used to house people who had been transported from the Australian colonies back to Britain when their time of transportation was overdue. Frankly, the concept of a quarantine ship being used hit a little bit hard at this time, I thought.
Romania was where they were sort of diverting to there, I think, wasn't it? It was that Romanian, that Romanian teacher that was talking about the passing of the triads.
Supposedly.
Triads is a very difficult thing to really adhere to, really.
Unfortunately, I've heard the triads are all dying out because they're being outcompeted by the American mafia, or is it the Russian mafia?
Very unfortunate.
And scene. Well done there, guys. Made it all the way through. Very good stuff. Lots of good references in there. And we are going to move on to our next challenge. So our next challenge. So who haven't we had? So we had 3 ladies in the scene. Then we had the 2 gents in the scene. And that leaves Sam, Diz, and myself. So Sam, Diz, and myself, we are going to attempt, and this is not going to work out well, but I'll do it. We're going to do a 3-hander reverse alphabet scene. So, a 3-hander reverse alphabet scene. I don't think this is going to work out very well, but the way this is going to work, and I'm just winging this here. The way it's going to work is it can be up for grabs who comes in when. It doesn't have to follow a specific order as long as the same performer does not take 2 of the letters in a row. But audience, you can give another suggestion of a letter of the alphabet, and let's grab one of the other suggestions of what the scene is about. So let's grab one of the other suggestions of what the scene is about. The scene is going to be about first chest hair, as suggested by Jinyu Forced on Twitch, and the letter is going to be the letter, a reverse alphabet scene starting at the letter R from Citrus Bones. This is going to be a reverse alphabet scene starting at the letter R. There will be 3 of us in it, and it's going to be about our first chest hair. So, Ione, if you just drop your camera out, just leaving us 3 in it, and here we go.
Right. Can I just ask, does anyone else have anything strange on their chest at all?
Quiet! I don't want everyone to know what's on my chest.
Please don't look at my naked chest.
Oh my God, do you all have it as well?
No.
Maybe I do, and if I do, so what? It's cool.
Look! I've got this thing just sticking out here, and I don't understand what it is.
Kill it with fire!
Just a second, one at a time, please.
I'll go next. I want to declare that I have chest hair, and it is growing, and it is showing above, like, the line of my shirt.
He's lying. He just glued some pubes on his front.
Get a life, you. Get a life. He's not lying to us.
Fine, I can admit it. I didn't glue them. I just kind of combed them upwards.
Everything I know is a lie.
Do you want me to show you how I did it?
Can you please just give each other a second? This is no time to argue.
Barry?
Arnold?
We should just all take off our shirts at the same time. Assholes!
You would suggest such a thing, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would suggest such a thing, but let's do it.
Xavier thinks it's a good idea, and so do I.
Well,
If Xavier thinks it's a good idea, then we should do it.
Very much so. Let's do it.
undress.
Unless there are police listening in.
Take off your shirt. I want to see that you're not wearing a wire that is matted within your chest fur.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop the madness!
Really? Madness?
Is that where we did it?
Oprah!
Wow! That actually works better than I expected.
I think if we give up the... I think if we give up the whole thing,
That was really
two
something.
people can't speak at the same time. Oh, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. Okay, it worked for
I
me.
was about to take my shirt off.
Well,
This is why I'm
Sam, give the people what they want. Okay, so,
You insist.
right, we're going to move on to our final challenge of the show. And our final challenge of the show is what is known as an impression battle tournament. So we're going to have a rapid fire tournament where we're going to do impressions. So we can use some of the things that we were given earlier. So let's say... that continue giving suggestions of well-known characters from fiction and people from history, and I can pull some from earlier if we don't get enough coming through quickly. But also give more suggestions of accents, genres. Definitely give some genres, so we can have characters from history or people from fiction, and we can attach them in different genres. So let's just see what we've got, because going up first will be Alan and Ione. So Alan and Ione, let's say, Alan, you're going to go first, in fact, so let's pin you to the screen, and let's get a character for you. So the first character I see is the suggestion of Rick from The Young Ones. So Rick Mail from The Young Ones, as suggested by Erica, actually. So, and let's say that the way you're going to do it is you're going to do this impression of Rick from The Young Ones, and it's going to be... I haven't got any suggestions of styles. So actually, Kevin says, keep your shirt on, Sam. So keep that in mind. But let's use that as the suggestion. So audience, keep putting suggestions of different styles you'd like them to be performing these impressions in. But let's say that you are Rick from The Young Ones, and this is going to be an impression of you trying to keep your shirt on. And here you go.
No, get off me, Vivian! Nobody wants to see me naked. Nobody wants to see you naked with your spotty, pimply, hairy back. I bet you're working for Thatcher. I bet you've been working for Thatcher this whole time. I wish my mum was here.
There we go! Well done! Fantastic stuff. So, next up, we are going to go to Ione. So, Ione, I'm going to find a character for you. I've pinned you up there. And your character is going to be Megatron. Is that a Transformer? I assume it's a Transformer. So you are Megatron the Transformer. Do you not want that? Okay, I'm going to give it to someone else. That's too good to waste if you don't know it. Right, okay. You are going to be Madonna. You are Madonna. And you are going to be Madonna as if you are in a Western. So, Madonna in a Western. Here you go.
Boo, 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 boo. Meine Damen, do you know who I am? I am Madonna, M-A-D-O-N-N-A. Desperately seeking Susan. Pew, pew. Meine Damen, man, I am Madonna. M-A-D-O-N-N-A. Like a virgin.
Okay, thank you very much, Ione. So, audience, who do you think did the best impression there? Put into the comments Ione or Madonna if you felt it was Ione, or put like a virgin if you felt it was Alan. So, or put Rick, I suppose, or Alan if you felt it was Alan. So put Rick Mail or Alan for Alan, put Madonna or Ione for Ione. Just whilst we get the audience votes coming through, let's find out. Sarah, who do you think did the better impression there?
They were both great, but I do love it when the character spells their own name, so I'm going for Ione.
Well, David. So, okay, let's find out. Dave, who do you think did the better impression there?
Very, very entertaining, both of them. I think just for personal humour sakes, I'll go with Rick.
Okay, and let's just find out. In fact, let's see if we've got any comments coming through. So yes, we do. Okay, lots of votes are coming through, thick and fast. So Fref says Ione, Julie says Alan, Citrus Bone says Ione, Erica says Alan, great bit of Rick. Ariel says Ione, so that's 3-2. Kevin says Alan, Annette says Ione, Nina says Ione, and Ione, you have just clinched it there. So well done there, Ione. Okay, we're going to move on to our next challenge, which is going to be Sam and Shalita. Sam and Shalita. So let's get Sam, you will go first. I'm going to pin you onto the screen, and let's get a character for you. So, the first character I see is just come through from Jinyu Forced on Twitch, who suggests Austin Powers. And we would like to see Austin Powers, and let's get Austin Powers in a horror movie. Austin Powers in in a horror movie. And here you go.
Oh, groovy, baby. Come at me more. Come on. Chase me. Chase me. Chase me, baby. Chase me. Oh.
Okay, and there we go. Well done. So, next up we will come to Shalita. So, Shalita, let's get a character for you. And the character I see is... you are going to be... Goofy. You are Goofy?
Okay.
Okay, but you're not just going to be normal Goofy. You are going to be Russian Goofy. So you are Goofy, but you are Russian Goofy. And in your own time, here you go.
Gosh, I guess I'm just going to be part of Putin's gang or whatever. And yeah, and stuff. Yeah, or course, or whatever like that. Do I get a gun? A gun. What is a Russian word for gun? Gosh, I don't even know. But I'm gonna try. I got it right here. And I'm just going to, like, shoot it and hope that it makes noises. Then, oh, there's a bear! Are we friends, bear? Are we? Are we gonna be friends, or do I have to shoot you? Or do guns shoot me? It is Russia.
Okay, well done there, Shalita. Well done. Well done. All I can say is Kalishnikov. So, and we will now wait for the audience. Audience, vote either Goofy or Shalita for Shalita, or vote Austin Powers or Sam for Sam. So if you felt it was Sam, put Sam or Austin Powers. If you felt it was Shalita, put Shalita or Goofy. So let's just see if we've got any votes coming through, and whilst we wait for them coming through, let's find out. Sarah, who do you think did the better impression?
Oh, they were both great, but I did love Russian Goofy particularly.
Yeah, I liked Russian Goofy as well. Ione, who do you vote for?
Russian Goofy!
Russian Goofy! Duh! Right, okay, so let's have a look. We've got lots of votes coming through. So we've got Fref says Goofy, Kevin says Sam, there, I can't speak. So Kevin says Sam, then he says, sorry Shalita, but he's my son, allegedly. Allegedly. I love it. I know. Brandonk says Goofy.
I need them to come here week after week taking the blame.
Yep. Okay. Brandonk says Goofy. Citrus Bone says both. Annette says Sam, I love you, but Shalita wins. Ariel says Goofy. No, in fact they say Goffy, but then they say Goofy. Oops. Nina says Shalita, and Jinyu Forced says 17 votes for Sam, but that doesn't count. But we appreciate the effort. So, Shalita, you advance through. Well done. Okay.
very well deserved, just for the horrifying mental image of Goofy with a Kalashnikov holding up Winnie the Pooh at the Uzbekistan border.
Okay, next up, let's have myself and Sarah. Sarah, have you already done yours? You haven't, have you?
No.
Okay, Sarah, you will go first. So let's pin your video. And let's find a character for you, Sarah. So, we are going to say that you are Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog, and let's find a way of you to do this. And it's a 1970s game show. So, you are Kermit the Frog in a 1970s game show. And here you go.
Hey everybody, welcome to my game show. I can do whatever I want because it's the 70s. Equality hasn't happened yet. But I'm gonna run all the games myself and leave women to rule the rest of the world.
There you go! Do you know what? I'm trying to think. Put into the comments if anyone else knows. That sounded exactly like another character, but I can't remember who. But okay, so in fact, let's find someone to find one of the other performers. Suggest a character who's been suggested for me.
Oh gosh, can't see how coming through.
I got Sailor Moon.
Ugh, I have no idea what that is.
How about William Shatner?
Okay, I'll do William Shatner. Doing what?
Let's see here. What was that, Sam?
Frank Spencer.
William Shatner doing Frank Spencer.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, hang on. So, I'm just going to pin myself. I am now William Shatner, I guess doing an impression of Frank Spencer. And here I go. Well, what are we going to do today, Betty? Okay, Betty, I think we need to go to Warp 5 and try to get our little child not to make an oopsie doopsie in her nappy wappy. That's all I've got. What is the child called of Frank Spencer? Jessica. Is it Jessica?
Jessica.
Yeah, okay, anyway. So, the question is, if you liked mine, put David or Frank or William Shatner. Or if you liked Sarah's, put Sarah or Kermit. Whilst we wait for the audience to vote, let's hear from Dave. How do you vote this one?
I think I'll go give it to you, David, for a sterling effort there of one character playing another character. It's always a difficult one to pull off.
That is a difficult one, but I think it's one we should do more, so we may do that again. Let's find out. Diz, how do you vote this one?
I don't know who that Frank fella is. It was a good Shatner, but I'm going to have to give it to Sarah for capturing the rampant misogyny of the 1970s.
That's a very good point.
I just love that you had 1970s game show, and that's exactly where you went to it straight away.
Straight away.
It's like, women aren't allowed. Okay, let's see what the votes.
There were no female hosts of game shows in the 70s.
What, none whatsoever?
I don't think so, no.
Wow, that's fascinating. Okay, so we've got some votes coming through. Annette says David. Julie says David. Citrus Bones says Sarah. Kevin says William Shat. Nina says Sarah. Andrew says David. And Annette then says got to be just Shat. Okay, so let's just see. Ginny Forced that says 6 late votes, which will only count as one. But I can't read it because it's got a message which says new messages, which says for Sam. Okay, that doesn't help settle things. But then Jane says David, so I think I have just edged it there. So well done me. Okay, well done. So who have we got left? Who hasn't done theirs? Diz and Dave. Diz and Dave, you are going to be the last ones of this first round. And let's get some more characters coming through. So, Dave, you are going to be a Dalek, as suggested by Freth. So, Dave, you are going to be a Dalek. And let's say you are... I won't say action thriller because that's kind of what it already is. So, let's say that... Oh, I'm hearing an echo of myself.
Ooh.
Where did that come from?
That was weird.
It was. Okay, but you are a Dalek.
It was the Daleks.
It sounded like a Dalek, in fact. And let's say that you are a Dalek and you are performing in Braveheart. You were a Dalek, and you were performing in Braveheart as suggested.
Okay.
Hang on, wait a second. That was a suggestion from you earlier.
Eh?
It says
Oh, yeah,
Dave
so
Green,
the
Braveheart.
Stars Flash said,
Okay, fair enough. Right, I'm still going to allow it. You are a Dalek. You're performing in Braveheart. I'm going to pin your camera, and here you go.
Well, Doctor, you may find yourself able to go up in your TARDIS and fly away, but you will never take away the Daleks' right to exterminate!
Okay, excellent. Well done. That's an amazing voice. Okay, so
I'm not
next.
sure why I'm going to even try.
Okay, next up we will have Diz. Diz, we're going to keep. So we gave Dave a British robot in a Dalek. I'm going to go all the way back to what we had earlier. You are going to be Megatron, the Transformer.
Yes.
Megatron. And let's find a style for you to be doing this in. You are going to be Megatron, and you are going. Oh, this is too good to not use. You are going to be Megatron doing an impression of David Hasselhoff. You are Megatron. You are doing an impression of David Hasselhoff.
Oh, God. I'm the only American that does not know shit about David Hasselhoff.
Baywatch. Okay.
No, sir.
Here you go.
Starscream, it is I, David Hasselhoff. I've come to tear down the Berlin Wall. That will trick the Transformers into giving us the crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies and fly away. And Optimus Prime will never know what hit him as he's listening to the Guardians of the Galaxy track that I just dropped like a big fat hot deuce.
Okay, well done. Wow. Okay, this is going to be a close one. Audience, who do you think did the better impression? If you felt it was Diz, put Diz or Megatron. If you felt it was Dave, put Dave or Dalek. So, let's see what our other performers thought. So, first of all, Sarah, who would you vote this for?
They were actually both impressively disturbing, but I loved Dave's Dalek voice, so I'm going Dave.
Okay, Shalita, how do you vote this?
This is hard. I liked both of them, but I'll have to go with this.
Ooh, okay. So, Alan, how would you vote this?
I was very impressed with Dave not going for the obvious, you may exterminate our lives, but you may never exterminate our freedom.
It kind of was, but just didn't say it in those words.
I think the first thing I thought when Diz was given Hasselhoff and Megatron was, well, how is Megatron, a noted villain, going to play as David Hasselhoff, the man who saved Europe from communism by bringing down the Berlin Wall? And the fact that he managed to make that into an effective crossover, I think was so great intelligence and quick thinking. So I think
Okay, let's just find out what the audience have voted. So, Julie says Dave, Annette says Dave. Brandonk on Twitch says Dave, that Dalek was on point. Okay, Jinyu Force says, all my votes for Sam now go to Diz. So, okay, that still only counts as one, Jinyu Forced. Okay, Kevin says Dave, great Dalek impression. Nina says Dave, this may be it. Citrus Bone says they were both so good, but Diz got me. Jane says Dave. Julie says Mavis from Coronation Street. I think that's the next suggestion. She's moved on. Okay. Keely says Dave, and I think Dave, you have just about clinched that one there. Okay, brilliant. Well done. So we have 4 finalists. So we'll have 2 semi-final rounds and a grand finale. So give a little wave if you're in the finale. That's Dave, David, Shalita, and Ione. So let's have Dave and Shalita up first. Shalita, you will be next. Let's find a character. Audience, keep putting suggestions of characters, genres, and other things through. Okay, Shalita, I'm going to assume you watch Coronation Street, right? Don't worry. It's a very British soap. Okay, so you won't have to do that one. But let's see what suggestions we've got. Let's give something. Okay, let's see what we've got coming through. You have got the suggestion of... Fred Flintstone. You are Fred Flintstone. Fred Flintstone, and you are going to be doing a wrestling style interview. So Fred Flintstone doing smack talk like a wrestler. And in your own time... Yes, it is you, Shalita. Here you go.
Well, yabba dabba, I'm gonna do all kinds of things to your head. I'm gonna eat a steak and I'm gonna slap you silly. And oh, my friend Barney, he's gonna just tag team and we're just gonna tiptoe all over your eye sockets. And it's gonna be great. And I'm gonna have my dinosaurs in my car. We're just gonna hit and run.
Okay, there you go. Well done. That was great. Tiptoe all over your eye sockets. I love that. Okay.
I've seen that show since I was like 5 or so.
Oh dear. Okay, Dave, you will be up next. So, Dave, let's find a character for you. There's so many wrestling ones coming through now. Andrew says Hulk Hogan. Kevin says Triple H. There's lots of wrestling ones. Jin-U4 says Randy Savage. So, with that in mind, I think I'm going to give you Oprah Winfrey. So, you are Oprah Winfrey. And let's say...
Honestly, the typecasting here, David, come on.
I know, you are Oprah Winfrey. And let's say you were okay, it's coming through. You were doing an impression from Julie says you were doing an impression of Tinkerbell. You are Oprah Winfrey. Anyone watching this, it is a running gag because I think on the very first show, Dave had to do an impression of Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell's one thing, but Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey doing an impression of Tinkerbell. And here you go.
Now, I want y'all out there to place your hands out there and hold on to the positive thoughts out there because we gotta get Peter Pan back up and running. We gotta get Peter Pan believing that everything is magic, to believe that he can fly. Do you all believe that he can fly? I want y'all to see through your television set to me. Do you believe that he can fly? I think you believe he definitely can fly. Come on, let him fly with it.
He can fly. He can fly. He can fly. He can fly. Okay, thank you very much. And we all believe that you can fly, Dave. Okay.
I've turned Oprah Winfrey into one of those preachers.
I think you did indeed. So, audience, put into the comments Dave or Oprah if you are voting for Dave. Put into the comments Fred or Shalita if you are voting for Shalita as Fred Flintstone. So once again, put Fred Flintstone for Shalita or put Shalita. Put Oprah Winfrey for Dave or write Dave. So whilst we do that, let's find out. Sam, how would you vote it there?
I think simply for the fact that he got us all believing that we could fly, it has to be Dave for that one.
Okay, excellent. And Ione, how would you vote it?
Well, Dave, your Dalek was on point. But your Oprah, I'm sorry, it's gotta go to Shalita.
Okay. Well, let's find out what the audience say.
I wasn't going for accuracy.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got some votes coming through. So
I do believe in Bernie. I do.
We have Ariel says Shalita, and then Annette says Shalita. Nina says Dave. Citrus Bones says Shalita. Jane says Dave. Oh, so that's 3-2 to Shalita. Any more votes coming through? Give them a few more seconds. Going once. Any more votes coming through on that round? Going twice. And I'm going to call it Shalita. You have taken that round there. Oh, hang on. Last. I'm sorry. I've called it. Audience, you did not vote quick enough. You did not vote quick enough. Another 2 votes come through for Dave, but then another one has come through for Shalita. These votes were slow. That would have still made it a tie. Okay, what are we going to do here? I think I'd called it. We're going to move on. Shalita, you've gone through.
Anna Dalek, my voice is messed up.
Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. Wait. So there's votes are still coming through late. Audience, get your votes in early. I gave you ample time. So, who's left? Who haven't done theirs? Ione and myself. So let's get a character for Ione. Audience, keep putting a few more. We'll need 3 more characters overall. So let's get a character for Ione here. So let's say that you are Tony the Tiger, as suggested by Jinyu Forced. You are Tony the Tiger, Ione. You know who that is, right?
No.
What? Frosties. Frosties.
Oh.
Yeah, Tony the Tiger. Okay, so Tony the Tiger, and let's find something for you to be doing. Tony the Tiger, and you are doing... I don't know what you're doing. We need suggestions for what they're doing, guys. Audience, let's just scroll back. We'll scroll back for what they're doing. Tony the Tiger. Audience, where are these suggestions? Nothing's coming through, so let's just have a look. Watching the news, we finally get from Ariel. Oh no, let's make it a bit more interesting. I like that, but let's say you're having Christmas lunch. So, you are Tony the Tiger, you are having Christmas lunch. And in your own time, here you go.
Okay, kids. Don't believe the hype. Okay? Don't believe that it's Easter because it's really Christmas. So let's put a lot of sauce on our Christmas pudding. Alright, kids. Let's do this. Happy Christmas!
There we go. Well done there, Ione. Okay, so one of our other performers, choose a character from me.
Got Wurzel Gummidge came through earlier.
Wurzel Gummidge. Okay, doing what?
You're eating Weetabix.
Wurzel Gummidge eating Weetabix. Oh my god, what can I even do for this? Hang on. Right. Let's put me onto pinned view.
Right. Well then, here's the thing. I've got my Weetabix, and when I've got my Weetabix, because I'm a scarecrow, I can scare away anyone, including those pesky children.
I really don't remember Wurzel Gummidge at all, so that's the best I can absolutely do. I remember it was played by John Pertwee, and I also remember that when I was a child, I was absolutely terrified of Wurzel Gummidge, so I never watched it. So, audience, is now up to you. Vote Wurzel Gummidge or David for me, or vote Tony the Tiger or Ione for Ione. So, in your own time, put those votes, but first of all, let's hear Alan. Who did you prefer there?
I think the most significant feature of Wurzel Gummidge is that he pulls off his own head and replaces it with another one. And you didn't even attempt that, which would have been great entertainment. So it's got to go to Ione.
You missed the trick there, David.
I'm doing my best. Okay, ready?
There we go.
Too little, too late, David.
Too little, too late. Okay, Sam, how do you vote it?
I think, actually, contrary to Alan's belief, I actually think it was very admirable for you to face your fears like that, David. So I'm going to vote for you there.
Okay, let's see what we've got votes coming through from our audience. And we have lots of votes coming through. We have Julie says David, Annette says Ione, Ariel says Ione, and then Ariel also says Tony the Tiger for life. Citrus Bones says Ione, so it's 3-1. Keely says David. Kevin says Tony the T, makes it 4-2. Nina says David, makes it 4-3. Any more votes coming through? Otherwise, we're going to call it going once, going twice, and Ione, you go through, you win. Well done there. So we're now going to come to our final round, which will be Ione and Shalita in the final. So we need some final characters suggested here. Final characters. Jane Martin says David. Thanks, Mum. That was too late. Okay.
Good, it's not only my parents.
Now you know how it feels.
I do know how it feels. Too late. Okay. So let's say that Shalita, you will go first. You are going to be Bart Simpson. You are Bart Simpson, and let's find something for you to be doing. You are Bart Simpson, and we need things they're doing, guys. What's this? A sobering documentary. You are Bart Simpson doing a sobering documentary. So interpret that.
I'm doing the documentary.
I think so, or you could be in it. Interpret it as you will. But you are Bart Simpson. You're in a sobering documentary, and in your own time, here you go.
Oh man, I mean at first I thought that it was just going to be something fun that I could do with my friends, but apparently they all ratted me out, so I'm here. I haven't been able to sniff paint in a good 3 days, and I'm starting to feel kind of crazy. Like I'm getting the shakes and the chills, and Mom, like Dad strangles me. I don't know, I got a rush from it. Is that weird? I don't know. I don't like cameras in front of me, but this is the only time anyone listens to me anymore.
Okay, well done. Fantastic. So we're going to come straight over to Ione. Let's see a character for Ione to be doing. So let's see who we've got. Okay. So who have we got? We've got some good characters here. I think... Oh, this is a character we've never had before. Meghan Markle. Markle or Merkel? It says Markle. Meghan Markle. I read it wrong.
Merkel is the German chancellor.
Yes, you're right, yeah. Okay, you're Meghan Markle. Right. Okay, you're Meghan Markle. And let's say you are Meghan Markle digging for gold. Meghan Markle digging for gold. And here you go. Oh, I'm just going to say we cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. Do you want to try? I did for a second and then I didn't.
Can you hear me now?
I can. Okay, go for it.
So, well, everybody said that I was a bit of a gold digger. How silly of you. You know, I met Harry for love. For love. Money? Me? Of course I met him for money. What do you think this is, you freak? I'm an American. I got money. I want all this money.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so I think it was just that you were softly spoken at the beginning, but then when you went loud, it was very loud. So let's find out what our performers thought. But first of all, audience, if you felt that it was Ione as Megan, put Ione or Megan. If you felt it was Shalita as Bart, put Shalita or Bart. So let's just find out from our other performers. We'll find out from everyone who we think's won, just so we give you viewers at home plenty of time to get the votes in, so we have no disputes over this grand finale. To find out who will be the next reigning and defending Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. So let's start with Sarah. How do you vote this?
I mean, great commitment from both of them, but I really feel for Bart and his paint addiction, so I'm going for Shalita.
Okay, fantastic. Dave, how do you vote this one?
Yeah, I think Shalita made you feel something about Simpson, and yeah, I think that was what did my eye.
Oh, okay. Alan, how do you vote it?
I think Shalita's vocal performance was really to the mark, which is very difficult because, of course, in real life, Bart Simpson's famously played by Brock Lesnar. So well done, Shalita. But I have to say, the main reason I'm voting against Ione is because I am seriously concerned that I'm just going to be seeing that playing forever as news on the Daily Express website. The rest of my life.
Okay, Diz, how do you vote this one?
I'm a big Simpsons fan, and I loved what Shalita did there. But Ione's indictment of late-stage American capitalism as pursued by a Canadian, I believe she's Canadian, was truly spot on. So I'm going to go with Ione there.
Okay, Sam, how do you vote this?
Well, I thought they were both great. I thought Ione sort of became a little bit like Maleficent towards the end there. So I think just for that reason alone, for a little bit of deviation from Ione, I'm going to give it to Shalita.
Okay, so let's find out how our audience voted. So, okay, we've got some votes coming through. And, so we just missed this, the suggestion of the Queen rapping from Ariel. So another time. Okay, and have we actually lost Alan here? Alan has walked out on us.
I'm disgusted by that.
Disgusted. Okay, he's back.
There's one thing I can't bear, it's disrespect to our royal family.
Yeah. Okay, so we have the votes. Annette on Facebook says, "Love you, Ione. XX, brilliant." Julie says, "Bart." Kevin says, "Tough one, but Shalita just edged it." Ariel says, "I own E." Which basically spells out your name as a chant. Oh yes, that's a nice callback to characters spelling out their names. I like it. I actually intended to spell out my character name and I completely forgot, so... okay. Julie says, "Thank you for a fab night again." Thank you very much, Julie. By all means, in a minute, everyone put some comments and we'll read them out. Any shout-outs, etc. But for now, Citrus says Shalita. Brandonk says Bart. Julie says Tinkerbell. Dave, you get a vote somehow in there.
Hey!
Jane says Shalita. Ariel votes again but says Megan. So let's just count these up. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 5, 3. That's 5, 3. Shalita, you have won today. Well done there, Shalita. Fantastic. The best thing though, when I just announced it before we come to anyone else, Ione, you did the perfect Oscar I just lost reaction followed by the thank you clap. When you listened, your face was like the slight frown by the I need to look like I'm happy. Love it. So fantastic. Okay, so if I can find the championship belt here, which you won't be able to see, but on the anyone watching on the stream will see that. Oh gosh. Okay, hang on. I might not. I'm going to get rid of it. The streaming software is not allowing me to award the championship belt. It was just getting stuck on me, so I won't do that. But Shalita, you are today's Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. So well done. Audience, if you want to put any shout-outs, if you want to put any comments to us, if you want to put any comments about the show, this is time. If you want to shout out to each other, anything you want to say, we will read them out momentarily. For now, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has watched the show. This is the Extreme Improv XStreamed show, and it's going to have another show tomorrow night at 9 PM UK time, and then on Friday we will have a matinee at 12 PM UK time. So that's going to be a much earlier show in the day. And then we'll have more shows next week on Wednesday, and we may even have a Star Wars special on May the 4th. Still trying to work out if that's a thing or not. But for now, let's find out where we can find all of our performers from today. And we will start with Dave, who we never normally forget. And there you are.
Yes, there we are. Right, yes, I can find me on Twitter at Degrino. I do have an active page as well, which I never really promote very often, but probably should try to for once. My actor name Dave Anthony Green on Facebook, and also doing another quiz because some people in this group came to do my music quiz a couple of Fridays ago. Doing another one on Friday, 8 PM British time, and this time it's going to be a movies and television quiz. So please come and do that with me online on Facebook, and the group the details of the group are in the comments.
Okay. What is the name of the quiz this time, Dave?
Director Dave's movie and TV quiz.
Love it.
So I've just put it in the comments. So everyone
fantastic. Director Dave's movie. Okay. Next up, we're going to come to Sam.
Yes, you can find me here. That is my name, Sam George. On Facebook, I am Sam George Performer. on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me at Samuel O. George.
Oh, George.
Blue
Okay.
skies, I see, George.
Next up, we will be coming to Sarah. Where can we find you?
You can find me on the socials at Improv Gym, which is an improv school in Kent. We do virtual drop-ins and hopefully shows soon, and also at Loosely Woven Theatre, which is my theatre company. We're also starting to do some virtual stuff.
Okay, fantastic. Next, we are going to come to Diz.
Yes, you'll find me at Improv Chattanooga. Just search for that on Facebook. I also host a podcast called Go Through the Door, where I interview improvisers about those moments on stage where they make a choice that they might not otherwise make in life. That's gothroughthedoor.com. And I'd like to interview some of you guys at some point.
Definitely, I would love to.
We can
So,
talk about that. Let's see. Oh, and we're having an open house tonight, just like we did last week. If you're in Britain, this will be 5 hours ahead. It's 8 p.m., which is, what was it, David? Was it 1 a.m.?
1 a.m. Yes, 1 a.m. I did drop by.
Come out and sleepily play with us. That would be fun. I think Shalita and I will probably both be there. And Friday night at 8 o'clock, same time, we have a show called the Good Old Fashioned Improv Show, which is an hour of short form and then a long form at the end.
Ooh, exciting. I've been contemplating a long form, so I might watch that and see how you do it and then just copy it.
We're gonna talk about that in the roundtable that we're gonna have this Sunday, which I probably should also mention.
Yes, do it.
Yeah, we're gonna have a roundtable on our Twitch channel this Sunday at 6 p.m. with improvised artistic directors from across the globe, hopefully, talking about what works and what doesn't.
So that's
Okay.
11 p.m. our time.
Yes. In fact, I picked that time specifically so David could join me, and a fellow that I know in Singapore hopefully will be able to join me as well.
Fantastic. Next, we are going to come to Ione.
Okay, well, you can catch me on Instagram and Facebook under Ione Brown at 50 Shades of Brown. And this Friday, I shall be working with the Funny Women. I shall put the Zoom link on the Facebook page. And yeah, I'm out there all over the town. Thank you.
Fantastic. I'll just say, Ione, make sure you get that to me and I'll share it wherever you need to share
all right,
stuff.
David, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Next up, we are going to come to Alan.
Hi, you can't find me anywhere. And thanks to the lockdown, you don't even have the option of coming and sleepily playing with me. So instead, here's some nice animals to see you out. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Hi, Alan.
Bye.
Okay. Who haven't we come to? We haven't come to me. So, my name is David Pisansky, and that is spelled Pustansky. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and so on and so forth. And I will do the last shout-outs in a moment, followed by where you can find Extreme Improv. I know. I always come... Guys, I always go to the champion last. Right, so... And now our new reigning and defending Extreme Improv XStreamed champion, Shalita. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm a cosplayer, so it's Simple Plush Toy is my handle. My actor's Facebook is The Fabulous Shalita.
Ooh, fantastic. I will find you on TikTok. Extreme Improv is on TikTok. So I always forget to mention that one. So I'll just come back to me so I can shout out where. In fact, I'll come back to the group. So Extreme Improv is on TikTok. So you can find that just by putting in Extreme Improv, the same as you can put in Extreme Improv onto youtube.com/Extreme Improv, facebook.com/Extreme Improv, Twitter @Extreme Improv, twitch.tv/Extreme Improv, and mixer.com/Extreme Improv. The website is www.extremeimprov.co.uk, and like I mentioned earlier, we're going to have another show same time tomorrow night at 9 p.m. UK time, and then a matinee on Friday at 12 p.m, and then possibly something for Star Wars Day in May the 4th. Haven't worked it out yet, still in the plans. But let's just go to any final comments we've got in the comment section, and let's see what we've got here. So Keely says Tinkerbell. That was from earlier. Jane says, awesome show, love you guys. Citrus Bones says, amazing show, thank you so much. Thank you, Citrus Bones. Nina says, great show, you were all brilliant. Thank you all, and also to Dave. Ariel, I added that. So Ariel says, once again, an amazing show. Dave says, come to my Friday night quiz, which is Director Dave's movie TV quiz. Jane says, well done, Shalita. Erica says, great show. Alan, put the kettle on. Alan, you have pulled. Okay, so Julie says, shout out to Damo, the darts champion. So, bullseye, you get that. Ariel says, something to watch over isolation. We appreciate you watching, Ariel. We'll be back tomorrow. Kevin George says, oh, George.
Oh, George.
Lyo on Twitter says, hello. We'll watch us again tomorrow. I think you've come in quite late, but we appreciate you coming. Annette says, thank you for our Wednesday laugh. Keep it up. Ooh, I like that. Julie says, love you, Keely. So shout out to Keely. Julie says, oh, George. I told you that would catch on, Sam. Okay. Ariel says, Ione is runner-up twice. Poor Ione. So Ione, you've got redemption that you need to get back. Happy exterior, but furious inside. Jane says, well done, everyone. Julie says, Sarah does a great German accent. Becky gives some claps. Kevin says, Sam looks like Ewan McGregor in Trainspotting. And then
I hate my parents so much.
last one, we'll end on here. Fref just says, what was Shalita's TikTok? Can you just remind us?
Oh, simple plush toy.
Simple plush toy. Okay, and that's going to be us for now, guys. So thank you so much. Tune in again tomorrow and next week, and see all of the other podcasts and things that we've got going up on the Extreme Improv Facebook and YouTube channels. Until next time, thank you so much. Bye for now. Bye.
9. Ignition sequence start.
George!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. sequence start.